Villagers, thank you for all love and support. I appreciate you all. There is something that is destroying the African, but we are so blind. A lot of us are making noise over it, but majority of people are still talking about the science, the technology, the everything. Captain Ibrahim Traore said, "He who feeds you controls you." Today, we are here and people are bringing into the system GMO. And these people are imposing it, and the people that are accepting it are in the democratic elected countries. GMO food are replacing our organic and natural food. A lot of us are still deep asleep that we don't know that this food that they are bringing into the continent, forcing us to throw away the natural seeds that we have, is going to affect us in future. We only think about today. These people are coming into the continent, taking our organic food, seeds, storing them wherever they are, and they are giving us what is not good for us. Do we know the agenda they have? Why must it be in Africa? Why are we accepting it? Why do we need other seeds when we already have the seeds? Why must somebody genetically modify it to come and give to us when they are telling us the health implications?
What is the future of these chickens? Are we going to see them in our supermarkets soon?
Hopefully in the supermarkets in the tropical countries, in Nigeria, in Indonesia, where it's very hot. For these farmers, it's easier and more efficient because there's no need.
You don't have to pluck them.
That's right. There's no need to pluck them. The proportion of meat on these birds is higher.
So featherless chickens in the tropics, they grow faster than a bird with feathers because they don't get held up by the fact they're getting too hot. They're healthier, they cost less because you don't have expensive housing. Sounds fantastic.
That's right.
Good for the person, good for the bird.
You not only talk about the GMOs, you're also looking at alternatives. And it's because of that I became a farmer. You know, I grow beans, I grow maize and other vegetables. Now, what exactly are the problems? Seeds are the foundation of human and animal life on earth. Whoever that controls your seed controls your life, as you heard on that. Now, the second thing I want to establish is that you are what you eat. The third one is let your food be your medicine. That's what the father of medicine, Hippocrates, said to us. Then we need also look at the food labeling. These are the issues on this GMO debate. We look at the food labeling. We look at another one that nobody seems to talk about, the glyphosate. Now, what are GMOs? We've talked so much about what are GMOs. And you heard the guy talk about transgenic modification. The danger that we have is not, you know, a lot of times when you talk about this, they tell you, oh, you're anti-science, you're not supporting biotechnology. We love biotechnology. We want to grow with technology as technology is growing. But the problem we have is what we're doing in Nigeria and in some other places. But I want to focus on Nigeria. Nigeria is my country. I love my country. Yeah. And another thing I also want to, correct. When we talk about GMOs, people want to politicize it. This has nothing to do with President Tinubu. This has nothing to do with APC. It's important that we don't lose focus. Food concerns everybody. All of us, we eat food. Now, GMOs in Nigeria, we're talking about transgenic. When you cross organisms that are taxonomically different, you have a problem. What am I saying? When you take, let's keep it at layman's, forget all the scientific stuff. When you take genes from an animal and put inside the plant, you're already breaking the boundaries of nature. Ethically, that is wrong. In a normal situation, a fish cannot mate tomato. But we are breaking these boundaries in the name of science. And what people are not talking about is, okay, what will be the outcome in future? Because when you talk, they tell you, oh, I run a hospital and I know the kind of diseases we see on a daily basis. Now, you're not going to literally link, oh, this person, this 18-year-old boy that is hypertensive. You're not going to say, oh, it's because he ate GMO. Nobody's going to buy that. I mean, in terms of research and all that, okay? But we need to look at glyphosate. If I take your blood samples now to the lab, I can promise you, that I can get the glyphosate residues in your blood samples. And I encourage Nigeria. That's why, when people come to the clinic. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I encourage, when people come to the clinic, we do your nutritional profile. These are not conventional questions people ask you when you go to the hospital. I want to know what you have eaten in the past 2 weeks. There's a reason for that. When I know what you have eaten in the past 2 weeks, if you have fed mostly on junk food, what do I mean by junk food? Fast food and all that. made from all this imported corn, soy, food, and all that, I can assure you 89% that you have glyphosate residue in your system. Now, the question is this: what is glyphosate? Glyphosate is the pesticide, herbicide, whichever one you want to use, that is used for growing GMO crops. Okay? Now,
so is it specifically for GMO, or is it just a broad spectrum
now
herbicide?
What is going on is that farmers are now using it to kill weeds.
So it's not just for GMO?
You must use it if you're planting GMO crops.
But they also use it for non-GMO crops?
You know, Nigerians, they are using it for their farms now, okay? But the organic farmers, I don't use Roundup containing.
It should not be used?
It should not be used. Why? And I'm going to tell you why. Number one, before I get to that, GMOs, I tell people, are pesticides. Why do I say that? There's a definition. What are pesticides? Pesticides are an enormous group of chemicals designed to kill unwanted insects, insecticides, weeds, herbicides, rodents, and fungi. Many pesticides endanger human health or damage ecosystem, creating risk for companies to buy or produce food and other crops. Now, GMOs, for instance, the beans we just released, they are modified to produce their own pesticides, so that the pests that attack plants will not eat that. Now, that might sound good in terms of growing the beans and all that, because of the implication to human health. Any plant that can produce its own insecticide or pesticide is automatically a pesticide. So these plants, in a normal situation, cannot pass through NAFDAC regulation definition of food, and that is why it is not NAFDAC that is regulating GMO foods. It's another agency, because if NAFDAC,
the National Biosafety,
Management Agency. Now, the danger in that is this: NAFDAC, they have their clear definition of food, so you cannot come now and start telling us that the GMO beans is food, when there's a clear definition of what a pesticide is.
It's not even suitable for the human consumption. But your political leaders that you love so much are signing deals, accepting it, forcing farmers, and they spread it through agric and whatever. Because this is an organization they use to go into the villages to pollute the minds of our local farmers. We, the youth, is our future that they are playing with. You so much love party, so when things come, as long as you love the leader and the person accepts something from the West, you don't sit down to make critical analysis. All we are so excited about is, if it is not good, will the people bring it? The yellow pawpaw, they are also eat. So what? If yellow pawpaw is eating, it doesn't mean that it's good for you. Look at these chickens that these people are bringing into the continent, and our leaders are accepting them, and you will go and buy. But this same thing is not going to be sold in UK market. If it is good, why are they not also eating it? The African, when you talk, that is when we will find reasons to tell you everything of today is bad, everything of this is bad. Look at Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso. That is the reason to which they took office, to correct everything. But your people that you have as leaders under democracy, what at all are they doing for you? There are some democratic elected leaders in some countries that they don't even drink water from their own country. They import the water because they know they have destroyed the water bodies. And the same people that their future is at stake are the ones that will go out making noise, supporting and believing, simply because I love that party. Nothing can be compared to the organic seeds that we have. We have to rise up, we have to wake up, we have to fight against it. And we can only do that by educating the farmers that we have in our locality. Warn them of the dangers, teach them, empower them, let them store these natural seeds for us. It's high time we fight against these political leaders. Put your parties aside. We are fighting a good cause to save the generations that will come. The leaders you have, and you love them so much, only think about themselves and their immediate families. They don't care about you, and that is why they'll go to any length to sign any deal, regardless of what it might be. As long as their children are protected, they don't care. If you think these leaders are doing the right thing, why are the West and America not fighting them, and they are dining with them, praising them, when we know any leader that these people praise is a bad leader to us? Must we continue to be told the same thing, or sometimes we just listen to things and we do away with them? Our food should be our medicine. And if we continue to allow these politicians who are only there to serve their masters to destroy everything, you and I are the ones that are going to suffer. Because they believe that they have the money to afford anything. What about you and I? If it is good, they should keep them. We already have our seeds as Africans, so we don't need any seed from anybody. And it is you and I, our responsibility to fight against it. United we stand, divided we fall, and united we keep standing forever and ever. The greatest enemy of the African is mental slavery. So let's decolonize ourselves from mental slavery. Let's keep sharing to educate our brothers and sisters. Together we make Africa great for ourselves and the next generations that are going to come. So that's the latest around the world and in Africa.